friends, and welcome back to the Mandakyns channel. Today we will be making pop sockets using UV resin with a FANTASY geode. You will need UV resin, a UV light to cure, hot glue gun and glue sticks, a silicone mat, clear contact paper, painter's tape, cardboard, metal spatula or toothpicks, grinder or sanding block, liquid leaf in gold, paintbrush, acetone to clean your brush, pop socket, and E6000 glue, as well as baby wipes to clean any resin. To begin, add the UV resin in puddles, and I'm adding Hildy & Joe's opaque white pigment for resin here, and You Make It Up's Tanzanite gem mica in this puddle. Go ahead and cap that so it doesn't blow all over the place. Then here I'm using fine glitter. Next I'll use glow-in-the-dark paint. And last but not least, I use alcohol inks. And this provides a beautiful translucent color. Here are some of the geodes that I've finished previously. And now that my hot glue gun is warmed up, I am going to freeform a geode mold, making sure that my shape is large enough to cover the pop socket. Then we'll let that dry. Next I use a piece of cardboard and a clear sheet of contact paper. I remove the backing from it and then use painter's tape to adhere the contact paper to the cardboard. And this will help me create a tray that my UV resin can cure on. Now that it's cooled off, I am going to go back and apply some height to my resin mold. When I have it the way that I want it, I place a small depression on the inside to mimic the look of a geode, and then I take the freeform mold once it's cooled and put it on the contact paper. Then I run a ring of hot glue around it to ensure that I don't have any leaks, and place the depression on the inside where I would like it to be. Next I use gold leaf on the inside where the crystals would be in the geode, and place that in a small amount of resin. And then I cure it. When that's hardened, I come back in with a ring around the exterior and the interior with the fine glitter to add interest and depth. When you're happy with where that's at, then I use the alcohol ink to add in some color, creating concentric circles around the inside and the outside of where I had the glitter. And now I'm using the opaque white pigment, creating some swirls. Then I go back and add some of the mica. When I'm happy with where that's at, I cure it, and then we come back for another layer. Here I'm using the mica and the Tanzanite gem. It's very pretty. With this one I'm using it on the inside and in the center, whereas last time we did it on the outside and in the middle. Now I'm using clear resin to fill in and give that a little bit of opaque color, and then we'll cure it. So I've went ahead and unmolded it. And the next thing that we're going to do is get some of these ugly rough edges off. To accomplish this, I'm going to use a grinder. This is a grinder from Chicago Electric Power Tools. On the right side of the machine is a grinding wheel, and on the left side is a buffer polishing pad. Here I'm using the buffer wheel to polish it a little bit, and when I have it where I want it, I turn my machine off. Now I'm applying a thin layer of resin over the top and taking it all the way out to the edge. Then I'll cure that, and I'll come back and do the back side the same way, making sure to take the UV resin all the way to the edges. Ta-da! Here's the pop socket, and I'm going to apply E6000 glue and then adhere the Fantasy Geode to it. And I'll let that dry. Here I'm showing you if you wanted to make a hair barrette out of it, you could apply a clip to the reverse instead using UV resin and an implement to hold that down until it cures. And here I'm adding posts to the back of these earrings. Here's another set that I did. If you'd like to purchase any of my handmade goodies, you're welcome to visit me on makin.me. My shop name is Mandakyns. Now I'm using liquid leaf in gold to apply gold to the edges, and I really think that this makes it pop and accents the center of my geode very nicely. This same brand has a silver as well, so if you were to use silver leaf, that would look really beautiful. Here I'm applying a small amount to the top before finishing up. Now I'm cleaning my brush with a small amount of pure acetone. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this content helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment below and I'll try to get back to you. Subscribe and smash the notification bell so you don't miss any videos, and happy arting.